Former presidential candidate Hillary Clinton isn't mincing any words. You see her there just before she was on The View today talking about her new book titled What Happened? Now, Hillary was a little tied up, but we've got the very insightful Gwen Reyes joining us this afternoon. She's a book critic with freshfiction.com. Thanks for being here, Gwen.
Thank you, Alicia.
So assuming the title refers to what happened
that
as
night,
far
yes.
as the election goes, how does she explain what happened?
So she kind of does a really good job of laying down what she thinks is to blame, which has a combination of the evolving nature of the American voters. So it was people wanting something different. So something that she recognizes in this was that, yes, people were very happy with President Obama. People were also very happy with Bill Clinton. But after 8 years of the same sort of voice, she recognizes now that people wanted something different. They wanted something extreme. And they got really wrapped up in the reality show element of Donald Trump's election versus her, where she was coming in, where she thought she was very, very prepared for
Lots of shock value, I guess, when you saw a lot of coverage with President Trump versus she's talking more about things you're typically used to hearing politicians talking about.
Exactly. And so he was coming out with stuff that nobody had ever heard of. And I was listening to a podcast with her this morning where she was talking about that, where if she could go back in time and tell Hillary Clinton last year what to expect, she would lay it all out and probably not even believe herself.
Interesting. All right, so she's also a little critical of Senator Bernie Sanders too when it comes to, I guess, policy and actually executing some of his proposals.
Yes, and I was actually surprised by this because I thought they did a really great job leading into the primaries and after the primaries of kind of banding together and really expressing the fact that they had similar views. But what she saw was that he would attack her character in a way that I didn't really recognize during the election, but she was seeing that. And then also he would say, I'm going to do everything that Hillary's doing, but more. And nobody actually questioned him how he was going to pay for things, how he was going to do these things. But people were just so excited, similar with President Trump, where they just heard words and not really any sort of action behind it.
You know, Gwen, this was such a polarizing campaign. I'm wondering, for folks who are still very critical of Hillary Clinton, they don't like her, do you think they'll actually readily receive this book?
I'm not necessarily, I don't think that this is the book for those types of people. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to have any hardcore Trump supporters or even maybe some of our Bernie bros really going into this book and being or open-minded to Hillary. But I do think this is going to appeal to the people who were very supportive of her and maybe some more moderate ones who wanted to understand now a year later kind of what was going on and what her mind was like, because I think that she does such a great job of kind of guarding herself, and especially after the month that she took off after everything to kind of reassess what was going on. She really just kind of took a step back, and so now
a little bit more about the woman behind the politician.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Gwen, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Really appreciate it.